Good morning. Oh, it's not always awesome to look at one's own face like this. It got late last night. Um, I am now in Frankfurt, in Germany. It's morning, it's Sunday, and this is the first live stream. Hi there, Andrew. Good to see you. This is the first live stream I've been able to do outside of the last one I did was from the car, driving to the airport, and after that it's been just running from one place to the other. And this is the first, yeah, on, well, I got home late. Kurtina, thank you. I got home late last night. That's why. Oh, got notification on my Apple Watch. That's awesome, David. The reason why I look like this is that I have a headache, which is, I don't drink alcohol, but burning the midnight oil. Yeah, I wish I had. Old man, I know. Um, I can't, I don't drink alcohol, but still, if I'm up late, I get like this. Anyway, in the morning after. So, but let me. Hi there, Nick. Hi. Let me start at the beginning, and I will tell you how I was lost. I got lost, of course. Of course, I got lost. I got lost somewhere in Europe, and I was saved by one of you guys and brought to the hotel here in Frankfurt. So let me start at the beginning. First of all, I need to drink some unhealthy energy drink, Monster, because these publishing people are party people. Uh, yeah, Europe, it's a big area. That was kind of part of the problem. Um, yeah, so I went by airplane to the Netherlands, and now how did I get from there to that place? Leeuwarden. I honestly can't remember right now how I got there. After the airplane landed, I somehow managed to get to. I got there by train. I got there by train. I got to Leeuwarden in the Netherlands, and so I straight to the museum, the Fries Museum, and the Viking exhibition there. I was greeted by the staff and the archaeologists working there, and the historians and everyone, and they gave me a book. Um, Let me show you. No, hold on. Where is the book? Ah, I'll have to get to the book. It because it. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay. this book. We Vikings, and it's a book from the exhibition, and also no, it's a book about something I knew very little about actually, the Frisian Islands during the Viking Age, and how they lived there, and uh, you know I I'm not going to get into details on that right now, but this book, you know, this is not common knowledge, and I learned a lot of new stuff at the museum. Um, it's so I my opinion is if you go somewhere and you learn something new, especially as an author, that's worth the trip. You know, it's that's a good day. Yeah, I'm a collector of knowledge. Kian says I bought one. I brought you a Tyr shirt a while ago, and it's one of my favorite shirts. Great videos. Well, thank you. Yeah, so I was at the museum, and I had written. Either Bunip. I had written. Uh, my head is not. My. I'm a little bit slow this morning. I have to excuse my being slow. I'm I feel hungover, but it's you know it's I don't drink alcohol, so it was just the fact. It's just the fact it got late. But okay, I was at the museum, and I they showed me around before the museum opened. If you're in that area, Fries Museum, you should go there. It's a great Viking exhibition, one of the best I've seen. And yeah, I did not know that much about how the Frisians, um, you know, how they lived during that. Um, thank you, Benjip. During that time, and so that's I like learning new stuff, and it's essential, you know, for an historical novelist. It's essential, and don't believe that. Don't think that I know everything about the Viking Age. That would be impossible. But I like to learn, and I learn new stuff every day. And that's a process that's been going on for many years, and it will never stop. So, and then it was the opening. Where is Frisia? Well, think about, you know, the Netherlands, you know, the coastal area, and it's not exactly the Netherlands, but it's I think it goes up in the Belgium. Um, so it's a coastal area, and it used to be quite important actually as a trades place for trade during the Viking Age. And I had actually written a little story for them at the museum, like one page. Um, yeah, and and I went up on stage and I read the story and I talked a little bit, you know, and lots of people, lots of people had come there, and lots of Viking reenactors and people who had dressed up as, you know, medieval in medieval costumes, you know. Right, yes. Hooked on Monster Energy drinks for a long time. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's a that's a different issue, I guess. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah. Um, and then I was handed these gifts. Not a book. I got a book when I got there, and I got a drinking horn. It's in my suit somewhere. Usually you get flowers, you know, but It's not very practical to get flowers, so yeah, it's like a postcard from the exhibition. Hi there, Wolf Moeller. Good to see you. But they gave me a beard grooming set with it's a beard survival kit. It's the best gift I've ever had. After and no a little comb there. That's what they gave me, and beard oil, which is great because I just ran out of beard oil. Um, it's oak moss scent, and it's very good. I'll have one of the best looking beards in Norway when I get back home. Yes, yes. You know, isn't that an awesome gift? And then it got late, of course, and I went back to the hotel. And next morning, that's when the trouble started because I was supposed to take 3 or 4 trains to get to Frankfurt. Um, I got on the first train. I got on the first train, and then after one, yes, Michael, I can comb the deer flies out of my beard now. I got I got on the first train and then I missed the second train. I was. Um, do many Norwegians wear beards today? Well, not as many as a couple of years ago, which is a shame. I see people shaving off their beards. Yeah. I don't know why they do that, but it's not as popular as it used to be. But anyway, I missed the train, and I was in Dutch city. I'm pretty sure it was I was still in the Netherlands. And if you remember from a couple or three, I think a couple of live streams ago, a guy called Jonna, he offered to help me out if I was stranded somewhere in the Netherlands, and he had actually come at the exhibition in at the museum. So we talked a lot, and he's a very good, very good person, very good man. And he had brought me a survival kit. I think that's what we should call it, a survival kit for a Norwegian traveling abroad. And I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you. I have it here, and I'll do an unboxing now. Um, so I called him up, and I said, "Can you drive me to a rental car office, a rental car somewhere?" Um, it turned out it would be impossible to get a rental car and drive it to Frankfurt and drop it off there. So he drove me all the way to Frankfurt. And the kindness that he displayed is quite unique. Um, and I'm touched, and I want to thank you, Jonna, because you saved the day. I was um, I was supposed to be on stage at the book fair at a certain time, and we got there just in time. Just in time. So my Norwegian chief editor went on stage with the interviewer and kind of warmed up the audience, you know, because I was in the taxi to the going to the book fair, and I was just rushed out of the taxi with my German publisher who guided me, um, and it was unreal because I stumbled into, like a group of what's it called now, people who dress up as cosplay people. I went through those into somewhere in a big building, and there was a little bald guy there with a metal scanner suddenly, and he scanned me, and I had to take off my backpack, my little backpack, and we were late. We were at that time we were 5 minutes late, and then I had to, oh, you have to open your backpack, and I was not in the mood for silly stuff like that. Not in the mood, and they scanned everything, and and then he said something in German, this little guy, and one of the other guards there translated and said, uh, "Why are you so grumpy?" So yeah, well, I don't have time to be all chatty and in the security thing there. So my my German publisher is rushing me through the security thing there. We are walking, lots of people, so many people. I can't understand how there can be so many people in one place. Um, Beyond the possibilities of the answers you could have given him. Yes, I know. But I was focused because in my head, I started in the cab, in the taxi, you know, with preparing my what I was going to say on stage, and so you have to get into that mood. And since I knew I was going to be rushed onto stage, I had to start preparing mentally uh, beforehand. Hi there, Vaughan. Hi there. Yeah, I'm doing well now. It's I'm doing well. Rushed onto stage. Great interview. It was like half an hour. Lots of people. They had my. They wanted the signatures. On book in. You sign the book. You know. Um, Autograph the book. Yes, I think that's what they say. Um, in Norwegian we say signere boken. Kan du signere boken? Would you mind sign the book? Um, so yeah, and then followed another signing at the German publisher stand, and then I think we went. I got lost again, actually, inside the book fair's place, and I had to get out, and I got out the wrong side of the building, and it's a very big area. So somehow I got in a cab and I got back to the hotel. And then we went out. First dinner with my German publisher, and then dinner with my Norwegian publisher. And these publishing people are crazy. And they wanted to go partying after dinner. I wanted to go and lie down on the couch, because I had two dinners, and I had beautiful fish, and then I had yes, it's been popular in Germany. The first one, we're talking about the first one in the series now. It's been translated. They are, I'm right. There are three in Norwegian, but in other countries only the first one because it's a delay. They have to translate, you know. Yeah, so they, well, I kind of followed them. I was, well, you have to come, you know. Went into a taxi and there was this place with very loud music and people who, you know, they, another security control, you know. And I said, no, it's just not for me. I have to go back to the hotel. So I did. And that was 2 a.m. So let's do the unboxing of the survival kit that Jonna gave me. So I have it here. Oh, I'm feeling my age. Okay. I should probably. I want to, like, not show you. No, this is no good. Can we move it over here? No, it's all. I'm embarrassed because it's so messy here. Now, what we'll do is, I'll show you the bag. It's a big bag, and there are lots of stuff in here. And so he's written my name with runes here. Björn, it says. And it's a military bag. I think it's a Dutch military bag. There's a letter. Sorry. And yeah, this one. This is I got this at the museum. They made beer, exhibition beer. Rudolf the Viking. It says. So Dutch biscuits. And energy bars. Two of those. Norwegian mini forest. Oh, no, this is my beard comb. I found my beard comb. Okay. This is pine needle scent or oil, you know. So that, yeah, here's a little mousse. We will make a mini forest here. 3. Another 3. Another 3. Oops. So we have the mini forest here. Let me show you. Can you see the mini forest? Let's see here. Hold on, I'm going to have to start charging the battery. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I think we're okay now. There are lots more here. Now, Jone, he is in process of finding a place in Norway for himself and his family. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in Norway, Jone. Socks. Norwegian socks. I have to admit my feet. I have this big advantage actually. It's a big advantage when you're like a woodsman in Norway. My feet get very warm, and so I have to kick off my socks when I sleep outside in the sleeping bag. So this would be too warm for me right now here in the hotel or here in Frankfurt. It's very warm here. Yes, more mini bars, not energy bars. Sorry, not mini bars. Mini bars is different. Here is spice for salmon. And let's see, cod liver oil. I'll have some of that actually because I feel a cold in my chest. So the cod liver oil should fix that. Some more Dutch biscuits. I'll save these for when I get home because I think my wife likes me to bring home like stuff from when I travel. So here's I think almost the best part. This is yeah, it's cod liver. Yeah, I know it sounds disgusting, but it's very healthy. It's we eat it in Norway. It's very healthy. And now knäckebröd. It's a Swedish Norwegian thing. It's yeah, like a pate. Yeah, it's bread, but it's like a cracker. It's not salty, not sweet. It's very Norwegian, very Swedish. So I brought that as well. Another one. They are like pizza shaped, pizza slice shaped. And some books. Let's open the books. I know what it is because when he drove me here, he told me about this book. It's the book you read when you take to get the hunter's license in Norway. You have to go through some education for that, and this is the book, Hunter's license, it says. Um, and I'm not a hunter, but always something new to learn. You know. Um, yeah. So the other book. Put the bag here. The bag in itself, the bag is like a proper, no, bushcraft bag. I can't remember the English name. You, of your shoulder, and you carry it at your side. Great bag. Another book. Noise from the street. The mushroom book. It's how to recognize different sorts of mushroom. Curtina, if it's original Dutch military bag, yes, it is. I am not big on mushroom hunting. I used to be, but for some reason, I don't know why. I want to go more and find mushroom. There are lots of chanterelles, which is my favorite, and up in the woods back home. And but you need to know which mushrooms are poisonous and which you can eat. So yes. Okay. So, and Jonna said, because I was a bit, what are you bringing? Are you bringing this bag? Are you? It's so kind. And he said the tribe provides. So, thank you, Jonna. And I would like to say also, I know most of you are not Norwegians, but if there is some kind of Jonna would like to have somewhere to if there is a position, no, what's it called? Work. He's looking for work in Norway, and his education is in. Excuse my. What's the term? Office, business, when you administration, maybe I got that a bit wrong, but when you work in an office, a business, and you make sure everything goes smooth and everything is what's it called? Logistics, management. Yes, management. Yes. Office or business management. I think office manager. Yes, something like that. Yes. So, if there is a job in Norway, he would move to Norway. But okay. Yeah, I am now in Frankfurt, and eat some. I don't understand. Whoa. The comment there. But, yeah, I'm now in Frankfurt, and what's happening now is at 2 hours I am meeting my German publisher again, because well, a woman from the publishing house is making sure I get to my appointments, and I will. We're going back to the book fair. I have I have one talk there today, and the rest I can't remember. But she's written everything down for me, and she will be there, so I don't get lost again. And then tomorrow we are moving on to we're going to Saarsachen and Bad Berleburg. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'm going back home to Norway. Yeah, so that's about it. That's yeah, it's I can't say I've seen much of the Netherlands or Frankfurt at all. I've been rushed from place to place, and Frankfurt has just been, it's been stressful and noisy. That's my impression so far. Yeah, did you decide to wear modern clothes or Viking garb on stage? I was not going to wear Viking clothes, but I brought them with me just in case. Well, thank you there, Chris. Thank you. I brought them, and at the museum I changed to those clothes because they will, some of the museum people had Viking clothes on, and lots of the people who came to the opening there. But I don't think I will do it here in Frankfurt at the book fair, because there are those people, the cosplayers there, lots of them, and I don't want to. Maybe people will think I'm a cosplayer, which I'm not. So yeah. So maybe not here at the book fair. Yeah, by the way, we are doing an interview, no, a photo shoot, it is, with a guy, now let's see, a bookstagrammer, he called himself, Yeah, cosplayer. Yeah, that's looked a bit strange to me, but it's something I don't know much about. So we are meeting with bookstagrammer James Trevino. So he has apparently a very large following on Instagram, like 200,000 followers. James Trevino, Trevino. In this day and age, it's the influencers. Now they are very important when it comes to PR and marketing. So meeting with him, and that's 11 o'clock. Yeah. And actually not done that many appointments today, but I will also have a chat with my Polish translator today. So yeah, I'm sure there will be lots of things to do. I am sorry I haven't. Yeah, well, thank you, Joshua. Thank you. The woods are always calming. Yes, they are. That's what I miss. I miss that here. I knew I would. But you know, it's all concrete and glass and Tim is asking if I like it or not. Well, it's this is work. It's part of my work, and to be honest, I don't like this part of my work that much because it takes me away from my family and from the woods, and it's I find it problematic to be in a place with so many people. Um, and I am going to make a video about this actually. One of the aspects actually of city life. I'm going to make a video about that. That will probably be the next video. I feel inspired to do that now because I'm experiencing firsthand what it's like to be in a big city. Um, and Tim says, not in my natural surroundings, and he can relate. Yes, Tim. And there are lots of people like us, you know, who don't feel at home in the city. Is there smog? I hope not. But it's the weather is, you know, kind of gray. Um, I don't know. And there were people, Asian people, wearing, you know, a mask, like you see on TV. I'm not sure if that was part of cosplay or not. Yeah. No, it's part of my work, and yeah, I just have to I have to do it. But I would like to see. I would like to say that, um, especially now, you know, people are talking about the environment a lot, which is good. We should be concerned about the environment. But if this was a conference for the environment, it would be the biggest joke I can imagine. Because the um, now this is book fair, so it's different, of course. But um, can you imagine the carbon footprint of each person who go to a big city by airplane and trains and buses and taxi just to meet people for, you know, sometimes you go there to meet people, talk with people for 10 minutes. Unlike my son, who is a very intelligent person, my son, um, and you know, with all the controversy with this Swedish girl Greta Thunberg, who went, you know, sailing on that big yacht and all that nonsense, to get to climate conference in the USA. Why, he said, why can't she just use Skype? Well, we have all this technology. Why can't we just use Skype or something similar? We don't actually have to physically go to places like this. I do get, I do get it when it comes to brilliant young mind. Yes, absolutely. Um, I get there is a difference, you know. There is actually a lot more. A bi- uh, there's a there's more of a reason to go to a book fair for a novelist than it is for people involved in the climate thing there to go to a climate conference, because here I physically meet with readers. I met with Dutch readers, and I met with German readers. I sign books, we talk, and they take some photos, and You know, it's a way to give back for me, and it's a way to connect with people, readers, and I like very much that part of it. You know, but all the traveling, it's like I said, maybe you interact, you know, with people, with your readers, like for half an hour before you're rushed on to the next appointment. You know, um, yeah, Bunny, there's a good point there as well. You know, you have sometimes you meet people when you meet them face to face. It's important as well. You know, but anyway, what do I know? I'm just a Norwegian who got stranded somewhere in Europe. I'm pretty sure it was I was still in the Netherlands, but you know, what would I know? Um, um, Look at those cans. Uh, oh, oh yeah, my arms. Yeah. No, no, it's not like it used to be. You know, that's yeah, too much stress, not enough workouts, and but you know, life goes in these phases. You're in. Sometimes you have to work a lot, and sometimes you have time to train a lot. Um, Benip says nothing's like it used to be. Yes, that's that's right. That's true. Beast 1624 two forces. Hello from Texas. Thank you so much for the videos. Well, thank you. Um, Start a Viking workout regimen. Yeah, maybe I could do that. I need more time. Um, you know, I, to be honest, I get quite discouraged these days when it comes to training because whenever I get to weights that are somewhat similar to what I used to train with a few years ago, it it hurts. It hurts in those places where I got injured a lot. You know, so I should probably look into training in a different way. But I have tried, but it's I've been injured in every every joint in my body except my I think one of my ankles and my one of my knees. Uh, I think every other part of my body I've been injured. I've had some injury in. Um, so if yoga or stretching could help, yes, stretching helps. Thanks for reminding me because I have to stretch now after this morning. I have to. How about some yoga? Well, I don't know. I find what helps is just rest and eating a lot of protein. I get sick if I don't get a lot of protein. So that's why I brought food now. I brought, um, I can show you. Well, it's basically the same as Jone brought me, but and it hurts to get up from the chair. No, I knew I would. You know, when you travel abroad, it's so hard to get enough protein, and um, you know, it's like sometimes I've when I've been traveling, you know, and you're busy, you don't have time to find. Sometimes you don't have time to eat properly, and you eat carbohydrates upon carbohydrates, and that's all you can find, and that makes me sick. I'll show you what I brought. This one, you know, beef jerky. One of these every day. I brought, no, this is my, in here I have some fire making stuff in case I need to make a fire. Hold on. The most Norwegian food of them all, I would say. This is canned mackerel. And yeah, I also brought knäckebröd. So you have canned mackerel on these biscuits. I had one already, one of these, and it's actually the healthiest food you can eat because you get the fish oils and the protein. And I brought even these, you know. This is the worst protein you can get. These protein bars, now this is emergency food. It's soy. It's soy in here. I don't think it's a lot of soy, but you know, there are soy in this. Soy oil. So this is emergency, you know. If I have no other food, I will eat this. But it's the last resort. And you know, this is a scam, by the way. How they can market these as healthy, I don't know. But anyway, you can. I keep some in emergency. Yeah, you can keep it in your car, your backpack. So there's a lot of. Dave Draper called soy the garbage of protein. Yeah, I agree. It's you know, this is, yeah, emergency. I brought actually my knife, one of my knives. I brought flint and steel, and I brought this one. I brought troll cross, defense of evil spirits, and nasty women. That's what I always say. I could wear it like this. And what else have we got here? Yeah. Funny you should ask. This is Odin. I carved this one myself, which you can see, of course. I am not an expert carver, but you know, I keep this one here in my office, and it's a very handy size, you know. You can, no, very small. And I like to bring it with me. And Yeah, the carving isn't great, you know, but it's a bit of home that you can bring with you. So yeah, um, I think that's all for now. Actually, I need to take a shower. I need to. Well, Roman. Well, um, well, thank you. Thanks a lot. Um, it says, thank you for the diverse content. As a 33-year-old in New York City, it has made me seek out more nature and craftsmanship, and I've never felt happier. Yeah, I know what you mean. And thanks for saying that. Well, I have to, you know, everything is in my suitcase. I have a big suitcase, and everything is all over the place. So I need to tidy up this place now, and I have to get ready for uh, for today. Uh, I will probably not have dinner here at the hotel because you know, I don't know. I get stressed by those hotel. No, dinner. Said, did I say dinner? I meant breakfast. Uh, you pack your stuff like a woman. No, no, you see, I have to have a big box, you know, a solid big box, like a suitcase. You can actually see part of it here. This is my suitcase here. Because I have some fragile stuff with me, and I will probably be bringing back some books, you know, and a backpack. I have a backpack as well, but no, I need a big suitcase so that I can get everything into the suitcase and onto the airplane without it being crushed on the way. So it's a solid, solid box. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all. I what can I say? The tribe provides. It's I'm touched, and your support made it a lot easier for me to go here. Now I feel very lucky, you know. Um, Thank you, Wolf Moller. Thank you. And you know, it's awesome. I don't know what to say. And again, Jonna, you saved the day. Um, my German publisher. I know you can read German, so my German publisher will be in touch. Well, I will be in touch, and because they asked me if I could get your postal address. They want My German publisher wants to send you something to just to, you know, say thank you, um, because you saved the day, and yeah, the world needs more people like you. That's for sure. So the tribe is always here. Yes. Thank you. Okay, I should probably get on with things now, and I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I what Milton says, 8 to 6 a.m. My dog went camping without me last night. I did not think he could do it. well, thank you again, and yeah, I should get moving. I should tidy up all the mess here, and to the entire tribe, thank you. We'll talk later. Have a nice day. Bye bye.